void of the YouTube space. Whoever is watching out there, still got to get comfortable with this whole live thing. It's awkward talking in front of a camera in real life IRL. Sunday. So, some of the best moments where you can really think and process and get creative is when you're driving by yourself. You put on good music and you just let your imagination roam. And that is what is happening today. It's I'm doing about my Sunday deliveries for a side gig, and I got some good music. And these are the times where I'm really like in the moment of creativity, future plans, business ideas, how to improve my business, how to improve my creativity, how to do this, how to do that. But the one thing that always kind of brings me back to a more realistic reality is thinking about what I could say to my kids. What are some value that they can learn from me that they can take into their maturing life and adult life in the future. And when I'm with my kids, there's times we're just playing and I don't get those moments where I'm like, hey, when you get older you should do this, do that, blah blah blah. But you don't get those like affirmation type of moments where like, those really special moments where you gotta get deep into the conversation. So today's topic I was thinking about like is what is it called? Treat your job to the best you can. Meaning that you take your job or whatever job that you do and you do it 110%. And that is like what I want to tell my kids. Even though nobody else watches this video, and if I'm in my afterlife and these videos are powerful enough to leave a message for my kids, so then they can probably watch these things over and over. So this is probably a video letter to my kids where I can tell them, whenever you're in a job, make sure. Today's job is about deliveries. I'm a carrier part-time. Is it glamorous? No. Does it pay well? No. But it does help supplement certain income. And so that way, oh god, there's a police behind me. So that way, it's oh god, police behind me. Oh, but I'm gonna pull over. Okay, let me jump on the freeway here. Oh, he passed. Woohoo! Today's a good day. No police pull over. Anyways, yeah, treat your job with respect. That's what it is, and do your best. So, like, my current side gig is not the most glamorous. Even though I've done a lot of glamorous jobs in my time, and still do some in between. The pay's not great, but you know what? I treat it with respect, and I do the best that I can with these jobs, because the fact that the value in putting your 100% is the relationship you build in. I'll give you an example. So I'm with an app company that delivers, and then they outsource to another company that requires delivery of wedding cakes or pastries, whatever. The first few times that I went on these jobs, they got complicated because clients weren't meeting me at the delivery site. But I took the time to spend an extra 30 minutes, 45 minutes making sure that this product was going to get in the hands of somebody, because I was very cautious about like bugs getting into the products, and I was documenting it and I saw the value in that, blah 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 blah. So yeah, and so this app company has started realizing like I do take the extra time, even though I'm not getting paid, to make sure that the service was there 110%. And ever since, they have assigned me to specific jobs directly without having to compete for these gigs that I'm supposed to deliver. So I'm now assigned to these specific jobs that are more high-end because of the fact of the trust I was able to develop and the quality of service because of that initiative. And so I tried my best to make sure for every job I do, even if it's a celebrity, even if it's a high-end production shoot, I do my due diligence, I study, I prepare as much as I can. Not everything is perfect in these types of jobs. You know, there's a lot of misses and a lot of headaches and a lot of stress. And obviously sometimes you're going to come across bad apples, but you still put your front foot forward, and even the relationships don't turn out the way you do, at least you leave a reputation for being a solid business relation, an employee, a human being, is the bottom line that I'm trying to get. So to my message to my kids, if they watch this, is that, you know, don't ever give up. Times will get tough. Adjust accordingly to what is comfortable in your life, but work hard. And I want them to know that it's not easy. Sorry, I'm gonna peace out. I'm getting a little emotional. Alright, never mind. I got over that phase. Never mind. Yeah. It's, I think the thing with life these days is that things come at us with ease, and the hard work is not there for the younger generation anymore. And I feel I'm worried that even my kids might veer into that, which is why I'm hoping to instill some values in them. And by doing these videos, I can speak directly without them not having it in front of me, and hopefully they can rewatch these videos. So yeah, instilling values in these kids is some of the priorities that I have, and not having them be so like consumed by products and consumed by technology that they're clueless in how to survive in this world. You know, I'm introducing them to the world where I take them internationally, and I introduce them to culture. I put them in spaces where life is very difficult, and they can see that humans can survive in the most very basic quality of life. And yeah, work hard. To my kids, work hard, and don't ever give up. That is my message for today on this great Sunday afternoon. I got a full day's delivery. You know, this money is only for today's pay is just gonna survive on 1/2 of groceries. That's just how hard it is these days to maintain some type of stability in an environment where it's just everything is costly, you know. But we're being smart about it. We're being frugal as we can, as much as we can, and yeah, just keep working hard. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.